کنفرانس در واشینگتن. رژیم ایران ضربه پذیر در داخل، تروریسم در خارج. سیاست ایالات متحده و مقاومت ایران. تعهدات آمریکا در قبال مجاهدان اشرفی. 25 اوت 2012، 4 شهریور 1391. دنیس هسترت، رئیس کنگره آمریکا 1999 2007.
Thank you. Thank you. And first of all, I was here a couple months ago and listened to you, listened to the program that I participated in. And you've done a great job here in Washington. You've done a great job on the Hill because you've taken your story to the members of Congress. And as most members of Congress are concerned, they listen. And when there's a just cause, they act. And you've helped to make that happen. Now, I would just like to take a couple minutes and talk about what has to happen. And there's a logic, and there's a whole logic to this foreign relations issues, and there's a logic to what happens in Congress. There's a logic to the funding that Congress controls and how things happen. First of all, the whole key, the things that we want to focus on, the things that we want to make happen, is to make sure that MEK is delisted. If that happens, it opens up, it takes away the whole issue of Ashraf, it takes away the issue of Camp Liberty. The European Union has delisted, Great Britain's delisted, but the only other country that has not delisted is the United States of America. Now, we certainly are involved in the politics and the diplomacy of the Middle East. And certainly the situations in trying to find answers to nuclear problems in Iran or nuclear challenges in Iran, our dealings with Iraq certainly have to play into the Secretary of State's thinking. But when there's the liberty and life of human beings at stake, we have to make that exceptional focus on what is their well-being, what is the right thing to do, and to try to sacrifice a group of people's well-being, their life, their ability to have a decent life, humanitarian existence, should not be stopped by some political considerations in trying to massage a political or a diplomatic situation. We have a federal decision by the federal court that says that the State Department has to make a decision. It doesn't say what that decision will be, but it has to make a decision by October 1st. That's a plus in our favor. There's not a real logical argument out there against delisting the MEK. And matter of fact, there's a very, very logical argument out there for delisting the MEK. So we need to constantly keep that in front of the American people. Because the American people, especially in this time of election period of time, people are looking for issues to talk about. They want to understand that issues of justice, of humanitarian justice. And this will be focused. It will constantly be out there in the papers. So we need to keep this as a highlight, this issue going. You need to continually raise the humanitarian issues that exist at Camp Liberty. I'm constantly in amazement, but it just amazes me every time that here we're expecting people to live in these conditions, and there's no reason for it. They should be changed. The very conditions that they live in are being artificially imposed on these people, on your people, on the Iranians who have lived in Iraq and then are seeking their own personal freedom. What has happened Well, the UN official made the revelation that he was coerced, and actually the truth is being hidden. The truth was being hidden to the reports to the UN in New York and to other entities. It's pretty astounding. And that needs to be constantly raised before the American people. And I think what else you have to look at is that what you've done, very, very aptly, you should continue to do. You need to continue to have the interface with members of Congress. And I'm amazed at how well that has been accepted by Congress. The letters that have come from the leaders on foreign affairs from the House and the Senate, both parties, on a bipartisan basis, have made a real impact. They have made people sit up and take a real hard look at this. You've been diligent. You've stood up for the people of Ashraf and now the people that have gone into liberty. You've asked for certain conditions to be met. You have a constant insistence that happens, and that needs to continue now more than ever. So I ask you to do that. Also, Congress can help you get the answers to these questions. You have to respectfully ask them to do that, and they will do it. You are doing a great, great tribute to Iran and what Iran had been in the past and what Iran can be in the future. Don't give up the fight. Thank you.